As we are still moving slowly and trying to tackle the family life and looking at the basic and the ideal family setup, we need to handle all the scenarios that will always bring a problem to our families. We are prone to meet challenges at all times as we live. Now, we need to look at one more topic: the well-being of a single parent child. This is a boy or a girl who is from a single parent family. We want to look at the challenges this person meets and the possible solutions that they need to harm themselves with so that they can navigate through life like any other child. So we start this. As a child, at times you miss a place to get a reference on how to behave, on how to carry yourself as a grown-up man. When you do not have a reference, you might go astray and copy from a wrong person, and that means that you are endangered to have a mixed behavior. When others are saying, "I'll do it like my father, I'll do it like my grandpa," you do not have a place to locate your behaviors and traits towards. That means that you have a lot to do to become the best. Now, I understand that some of us, that is the single parent children, we have a challenge because in case, let's say, a single mother home, if the mother closes her eyes in death, as a baby boy, probably you will miss home, you will miss direction. But then you need to be preoccupied by a mind that you are better than anybody else. You are strong enough to grow without a reference, and so you are here today because you have a unique ability inside you which will make you to propel to another level. It's not going to be a walk in the park because you will miss a way to introduce yourself to your buddies, and at times it becomes a challenge when you find it that these people might not really rate you well because they'll be having that feeling that you are illegitimate, you do not have an origin, you do not have ABCD, you don't have a property, you have nothing that is tied to you. So you realize that as you grow up, you must be strong. You must have an open mind. You must be intelligent. At all times, you must accomplish your assignments in time. At all times, you must be obedient, and then you must be trustworthy. Let people trust you. That's the only way you will be able to anchor yourself to a family or to a religion that will enable you to grow up morally. So as a child, you don't have to stress your mother with a lot of questions which sometimes will hurt them. You need to be aware that this person is always overstretching to provide for the family single-handedly. It's not an easy thing to do. You need to know that this person is really working 2 jobs a day at least to provide for you and your siblings if they are there. And this, she's doing it single-handedly. So you need to be more remorse when you are misbehaving to her, because she is your father at the same time she is your mother, and so that means the responsibility she's carrying, she doesn't need to be there to correct your mistakes always. So you got to be a unique person because you are in a unique family, because you are in an ideal family setup. That means that at all times you have to be different. You have to be different in which way? You have to do things which your peers really don't like you to do. When they want to go out in cinemas, when they want to go out to party every day, you need to remain in the house and read. You need to remain in the house and do some house calls, because if you don't assist your mother, who will? If you don't fix a few things which are broken within your house, who else will? You don't have a father. It is that you need to live thinking that you need to be independent at a very young age, because sometimes we look at life and think that we will be here forever. That isn't the case. You need to think, what if my mom closes her eyes in death today? Where will I go? Where will I begin from? So you need to be at least ahead by many steps than your age mates in thinking, in decision making, and also in perceiving the way life goes. Life is not is not a rehearsal. You are living now, and that is it. So you will not expect someone to come behind you to correct your mistakes. If you fail to work out hard in school, you might not even miss to get enough money to go and do your course. But your other counterparts, they'll get somebody to do that because their parents are there. For you, you need to know that you have a one-off thing to do. The moment you do it perfect. The moment you do it to the best of your ability. You make your mother proud, you make the society proud, and then you become proud. At the end of the day, we will reach a point where we will have to everybody to account for their behaviors, for their actions, and that is the point at which you will become the best. You will lead them. They will not believe it. You will lead them because you are disciplined, you are focused, you are not looking down, you are looking ahead, you are walking tall in the crowd. And that means it doesn't matter how shaky your family was. Because apparently one thing which motivates me big time is that I can't choose a family where I come from. Nobody does. And that means you also couldn't choose a family where to be born, but you will choose the way you live. You will choose the way and how you will do your life. So the place and the way you behave, it is your choice. So you need to choose correctly. Avoid peers. That is people encouraging errors and rudeness. You need to avoid these people at all times. Because for them, as I said earlier, they have somebody to correct their mistake. They can mess here, somebody comes to clear the mess. But for you, you mess here, your mother might be overwhelmed to go back and correct your mistake. Maybe you have other siblings you should be looking at. So the thing is, you need to realize that you are an endangered species. What I tell you is, when you become the pillar of the family, even your father will come back trying to look for you, trying to be associated with you. But if you become a mess, you become a menace, nobody will be ready to be associated with you. So you need to know that you are an endangered species, and then you need to be proactive in everything you do, and that means that you need to be unique. Because ideally you are unique. Because if you manage to be here today, and if you are listening to me today, and if you are able to hear what I'm saying, it means you are a unique person, and I know that you will become better than even I. So what I say is, I know from experience, we have equal and even more ability to do anything that we want to do as long as we activate the right antennae in our heads. Thank you, and be focused, and go and grow high and grow further. Thank you very much.